On the men's side, we're getting pretty excited for to see how we do. We've got a young group of athletes, led by a couple veterans and Josh Mayer and John Vara. They've been very consistent throughout the year with their training and racing. Josh has gone on to win a couple meets this year, and John's been a couple spots behind, and it's been great seeing those two really work together. And our last two competitions out at Notre Dame and out at Bradley this past weekend, it was great to see them. Both came away with PRs in those meets, and the training's been going really well. We're going to start backing off here shortly to really see what they're going to be able to do. Have some high hopes for them in the conference. And as for the rest of the men's team, we've seen a lot of growth. We've seen a lot of personal bests. Almost every athlete has had a PR each meet, which is great to see that kind of progress. Now with cross country, every course is a little bit different. So with that being said, to continually see progress on different courses, that's pretty exciting. So another week or two of training for them, and keeping with their consistency, and the rest of the team, Chris, Kyle, Gavin, Avery, they've done really well in being consistent in practice, and basically doing what's expected of them. Hopefully we'll get a couple others back into the rhythm, like a Luke Horton. And then transitioning into the women, the women's team again is another very young team. Up front, we've kind of been changing out leaders throughout the season. We've had Natalia be our number one at times, and Shannon Efron was number one for us this past weekend at Bradley, and then we've had freshman Olivia Murphy. She's been doing a great job. The beginning of the season, it was making the transition from high school to college for her. It's always a good transition. It's always everybody takes that a little differently, and she's finally getting into a rhythm. She actually PR'd through 5,000 meters in the 6,000 meter race the other week, so that was exciting. So with those three, they're working really well together in practice. Again, they're being very, very consistent, and not knowing who the number one is exciting at times, because that kind of shows our depth. And then going back a little bit further in the pack, we have other athletes that have stepped up at various times, and again have been pretty consistent in practice with Kelly, Hillary, Claire, and they're doing a great job progressing throughout the season. Many of these athletes actually ran their first 6,000 this past weekend. So granted, it was a PR, but a lot of them actually came through very close to their 5,000 meter PR with 1,000 meters to go, which I think speaks volumes to them, and their attitude and their hard work put into the training and in the season. So all in all, with both teams, it'll be exciting going into the conference championship. We're really trying to focus on what we can control, and basically the process it is of training and being a distance runner, coming down to the little things and being consistent. And we're going to give it our best effort on that day, and we're going to have some fun out there and see what happens.